We put out the call to an QAnon supporter, and I believe we have him on the line. His name's Mark from calling him from Wisconsin. Mark, are you there?
Yeah. Hey. I wanted to call in.
Show your face.
Because, well, I'm not on Zoom. I don't have Zoom technology. The thing I want to talk about is I haven't seen not a single demonstration, but you see them all on TV. I think this may be another case of liberal media just going too far, because I don't see any in my town. And Q predicted that something like this was going to come down the pipeline, and here it is. I mean,
So what are you saying? Let me just clarify. So, by the way, Mark, I want to get into sort of the specifics of your beliefs, because I do believe that there's sort of a structure to it and that there's a sort of a hierarchy of it. And so I want to maybe back up a second and start from the beginning and wonder, how did you get exposed, or how did you become aware of the QAnon movement?
My uncle, he's in local government, turned me on to it. And since then, I've just been reading a lot. And there's so much on the internet that you can find.
Okay.
And it's really interesting and clears a lot of your questions up.
Did he say that since you can't see the protests, they don't exist?
I'm getting to that. I'm just so you get these messages from somebody named something called Q, or somebody named Q, and you believe he is a inside source inside the government that has access to information. He's leaking this information to people like you?
Well, it's a group of people in government that are trying to help Donald Trump. They brought him in to rid America of the satanic evil.
And what has the satanic evil? Okay, what has Q predicted that's come true?
It predicted that that Hillary Clinton would be arrested, and she was, and Podesta and Obama have been arrested.
Okay. What? When was that? I didn't see that.
I don't like it.
What did you?
You haven't seen it. You haven't seen it because they were arrested secretly. They have ankle monitors on, so they can still go around in society.
What good does? Why would they want them to go around in society? I mean, I don't understand. I'm confused.
Well, because Trump doesn't want it to hinder what he's still doing in the pedophile rings and trying to get the trafficking down. And the adrenochrome is what they're all after, and so
what now?
He wants to the adrenochrome. That's why they do child sacrifice, so they can get the adrenochrome out of the glands of the babies, and it gives them a euphoric feeling. That's why they do all this.
This is some straight up pedophile crap here.
Okay, who's doing this? Clinton and Podesta are taking some kind of gland out of children and getting high off it? And
the Rothschilds and all the other deep state evil people. And JFK Jr., who's QAnon, he's in line with Trump and helping Trump deal with these people.
Where's the gland?
Yeah, where is the gland?
Where's the gland?
Well, I'm not a doctor, but there's a gland inside babies that give out this euphoric adrenochrome, and that's why they drink it. And with coronavirus, go film your hospital is a hashtag, because there are no patients. Where are all these patients? It's the media that keeps saying that there's these, all these patients. I went to the hospital and I went to the lobby and I started filming, and they asked me to leave, but before I left, I saw there weren't many patients even in there. I mean, a couple people with sniffles or what have you. And then they told me to put on a mask.
Okay. So let me back up to your original point that you believe that there aren't protests right now.
Well, I haven't seen any with my own eyes.
What do you think you're seeing when you turn on the TV? What is it you think you're seeing when you turn on the TV?
Paid actors.
Say that again?
Paid actors.
So
You see that a lot.
yeah. Who are these actors? I mean, they're being paid by who?
By the deep state. And
But
so
I thought they were
they're
all
trying
arrested. I thought they were all arrested, man.
Not all of them. That's why he let Hillary Clinton out with an ankle monitor, because he wants to keep fooling all the other deep staters.
Right on, brothers.
That nothing's happening.
What? What did you say?
He wants them to think that they're all real, or that they're all out and about, but they're not out and about. They're actually ankle braceleted.
Uh-huh. Nah. So why isn't Trump cleaning up the rest of the deep state? Why can't he quell this rebellion that's happening right now by taking out does George Soros have a ankle bracelet as well? I mean, I'm just lost.
I don't know if Soros has one or not, but I guarantee you he'll be getting arrested soon. And they've predicted this, and it's all come true. And you have to get off your liberal media, the fake news, because once you start going deeper, you see the real facts.
Okay. Let's do this. Let's mark the calendar. It is you say that they've been arrested. There's no real, I mean, I haven't seen any evidence of that. Is there evidence of the ankle bracelets that exist online or something? Like, can you see them? Or, I mean, how is she able to travel the country? There's bulges.
I mean, there's bulges in their leg leg cut pants, unless they're wearing like a boot cut or whatever.
Well, what I mean, we've seen her travel the country and everything. Like, have they given her special permission to travel?
Yeah, she can travel, but she has to get special consideration from Donald Trump himself.
What?
Or JFK Jr. Who did not die in a crash.
He did not die, right?
No, he saw what was going on.
Well, listen, Mark,
Clinton and all those people.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I mean, here's my thing. It's June 4th, Thursday, June 3rd, 2020. What is Q? What is Q predicting will happen, so that we can kind of mark this and look back on this and say, what is this? Did this happen or
it
did it not?
It doesn't work that way. I mean, it doesn't work that way. Just like you can't tell a psychic, hey, what's going to happen in 30 seconds? They can't predict that. It comes in little crumbs, and that's what Q gives us. He doesn't want to spell it out, because if he spells it out, no one will believe him. So he gives us crumbs, and then we figure it out.
Okay.
And then.
Well, fine. What do you think is going to happen?
I hear a lot of laughing, but I don't hear any facts from your end.
Why do you
discrediting?
Well, Vic has a question here.
Why does he go by the name Q if everybody knows it's JFK Jr.?
Well, he can't reveal his true identity as JFK Jr. If he did, then the whole thing would be up, and
where is
I thought you died.
Where is JFK Jr.? Like, where is he? Does he live somewhere? Does he have a life? Like,
he's in hiding. I'm sure he does have some sort of life, but it's not like it was before, where he could go out and run a magazine.
Well, to what end? Like, where does this? How does this resolve? I mean, does JFK Jr. come out and? Trump's been president for 3 years now. What's the holdup? Why hasn't this been? Hello? Why hasn't this been restored?
Yeah, he's been president 3 years, and he already has arrested a former first lady, a former president, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, another former president. Podesta has been arrested. Soros has been arrested.
You said he has not been arrested.
Barack Obama.
That's okay. Listen, I know it must be confusing. What's your mental state during all this? Like, are you able to? Do you have a real job? Do you have a life? Do you have a family? Like, it seems very stressful to be involved with this organization.
Yeah, I do printer repair and what have you for office buildings, but that's really taken a downturn now with the economy. which, you know, I mean, if you want to talk about
He's slow
people trying to take down Donald Trump, that's why this whole coronavirus thing happened. It was in a lab, and it's a bioweapon. It got out, and they knew it was going to tank the economy, and Donald Trump has suffered because of that. And so, you know, you act like once he was in president, he could just change everything. Well, he can't. He's trying to turn a really long train.
Do you have
and
a
the train's
wife
on
and
the track,
do you have a wife and
but he's
kids?
trying to get it off.
Do you have a wife and kids?
What's that?
Do you have a wife and kids?
Yeah.
What are their
I
names?
have a wife and 5 kids.
What,
5 kids.
what are your kids'
I'm
names?
not going to go into my kids' names because I don't want. I want to rename anonymous.
Okay.
Maybe you can name them Quincy and
Quarantine.
Quail.
you know Quentin.
Does the
and,
QAnon have anything to do with the quarantine? They're already named. Okay, good. That's true. That's a good point. You seem like a reasonable guy. Are you calling
I
for?
am. You
keeps getting quieter. And
I don't know what's
quieter.
going on. I have him
He's
blasted
going
here.
into his bunker.
I think it's on his side.
Yeah, I think it's.
Is he running from Q?
Yeah. What? Let me ask you one last question, Mark. What do you hope comes of this? What's your vision of the future? We had Alex Vitale on. We talked about the vision of the future. What is your vision of the future for the country?
Well, it will no longer be ruled by satanic evil, and Donald Trump will become basically a monarch, in which he will be able to, you serve at the pleasure of the monarch. The government will,
Yeah.
and so you'll have presidents, but Trump will get to decide who becomes president, like Putin did in Russia. And he'll clear up all the Satan evil.
Are you on any medication?
I don't know why. Cholesterol and high blood pressure.
Any psychoactive medication or anything?
No, I have never been on any of that.
Do you have suicidal thoughts?
No. Why is he playing that?
I don't use insulin. Should I be? Huh?
All right, listen. Thank you, Mark, for your insights into this strange sort of subsect of the culture, QAnon.
It's really not strange once you look into it. I mean, and you realize that Donald Trump, he brought COVID here for a reason.
Wait, what? Wait. You're saying Donald Trump brought COVID into the population for A, that he did, and B, that there's a reason for it, a good reason?
Well, he brought it in because he's trying to, or he didn't bring it in. They brought it in.
There you go.
Someone brought it in because they wanted to tank the economy, or it may have been Trump himself to show that he can build back the economy.
Right. Interesting stuff. Lots of 3D chess, as they say, going on from the Trump administration, would you say?
Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. And rest well. It seems like, are you going to be very active in the re-election campaign? Or are you going to be out there supporting President Trump?
Well, I mean, my town is a town of 300, so I don't really, I mean, I'm basically in Trump country anyway, and me going door to door wouldn't take too long anyway. So.
And you were saying earlier you're wondering why there weren't any protests in your town.
Not a single one.
All right. All the best to you, sir. We respect all
right,
points
thank
of
you,
view,
guys.
even though we may disagree. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys. Take care.